Okay, I'm going to ask Jennifer Medway to come forward to introduce the next suite of speakers. Please welcome Jennifer.
Oh, I get a clap. Thank you. So thank you very much, Mike. Yes, Jen Medway is my name, and I am the Program Director at RERDC. I spend most of my life trying to say I'm not in government, so and I'll just opened with that. I'm also an executive officer for a farming systems group in southeast New South Wales, as well as a sheep farmer, like I said, from New South Wales. So I feel a little bit like it's my role here today to introduce, but having said that, everyone's pretty much heard me. Apparently I'm the loudest person in this room, so you can all laugh, but it's been very much untold over and over. So thank you very much again for being here. And again, my role is to introduce our wonderful panel, who are sort of made up of government RDCs as well as the Murray-Darling Basin Authority, and we're very fortunate to have such a great esteemed group to sort of speak to us today. And I guess I just wanted to provide a little bit of context around what this session is about and perhaps even recap a little bit over why we're even in this room. So we sort of started this process about 6 months ago. It's been, I wouldn't like to say the bane of my existence because it's been something we've been thinking about for so long, and it's finally here, and I'm so excited to be here with you all and to sort of start to meet you all. And I'm very much at a point now I think all the organisation stuff is kind of getting out of the way, so I'll actually be able to get out and have lunch with everyone, hopefully. That would be nice. So from our perspective, particularly over this session, we really wanted to touch on cross-sectoral issues that are happening in agriculture. So obviously the RDCs have got specific industries that they deliver for, but overall, there are some cross-sectoral issues that everyone's dealing with, and I guess this next session was really around starting to look at some of those cross-sectoral issues. Already you might have picked up things that will really resonate with you, some a bit, I don't know how that really fits into my world. So obviously that's going to happen, of course, across the 3 days, but to be honest, I think, and reiterating what we've said before, if you take a couple of things away, I think we've had a win, so which is really fantastic. And I guess also to be inspired by what's actually happening. So as a levy payer myself, often I wonder where my 2% goes to AWI, and excited that I've got M King here who will actually hopefully tell me where that goes. But look, now I'm sort of in that RDC fold. I guess I've got a much better appreciation for that, but I think it's a bit difficult being sort of with everything going on as to really understand and unpack, I guess, what actually is happening. So I'll shortly introduce Jane, but I guess that comes down to what's your role. So we went through a very exhaustive process to get you guys here, and I'm so excited that that we really have the calibre of people that can really drive some change in the industry. So I guess what I'm looking for you guys, we had that last session, and most people heard our session clearly, but really it was a really great way to unpack what is actually happening in some of those issues, which I think is fantastic. The tricky bit is always coming up with a solution and some of those ideas. And I guess that's where I come from. Having I used to work for the Department of Ag, and I'd often sit with the minister and with the role of people come in with problems, and the ministers are so engaged in what are the solutions? What are the ideas? And I think that's exactly what I'm hoping to get from this group. What are the ideas that we can take forward? Sometimes you come to these things and people stand up the front like me and say it, but this is genuine. We're actually capturing, so this kind of video stuff going on and some of the social media, it looks fantastic, and it will, I'm sure, it's going to be a great product. But part of it is also to capture what's being said and to really take that to the people that matter. So again, put that on the table. When you're speaking to these people, we have the right people in the room to sort of make some of these ideas come together. And particularly in terms of building those partnerships, I guess, to support some of these. And there will be some ways that we'll try and do that post-conference in some of the follow-up conversations that we'll be having with you. But certainly the onus is also on you to do that, which I'm so excited about. I mean, how many opportunities do you get to be in a group like this? So, and particularly to have people from around the country. So, very much looking forward to it. So without ado, I will now introduce Dr. Jane Trindle from the Cotton Research and Development Corporation. We're very fortunate to have Jane. Jane is R&D manager, is that what we're calling it? Yep. And looking across a really great project in digital ag, which is looking across the RDCs. But I'm not going to pretend to even be an expert in anything that Jane's about to talk to you about. So I'll now pass over to Jane.